Hi, good evening to you both. Now, the people who live here at the Blake Street Apartments have been fighting for more than a year now for what union members are calling basic human rights and living conditions. And now, this week, they're taking home their first win in that fight.
It just felt really good. I felt like I could breathe.
For the first time in a long time, Jessica Stamp is taking a deep breath, soaking in a win in the battle against her landlord, Ocean Management.
I felt like we had some power.
This after feeling powerless when Stamp and 16 other tenants at the Blake Street Apartments got a notice back in August, forcing them to leave by September 1st. A notice many feel was retaliatory for forming a union back in March of last year.
I started having panic attacks, and I would alternate between sobbing and being completely numb.
But that wasn't the only thing sending tenants into a tailspin. Months earlier, others were told rent would be raised as high as 30%. With that and unanswered maintenance requests on the line, the union grew stronger. Last week, hundreds joined in as the union marched to Ocean Management's office in New Haven. They also recently handed them a list of demands and a lawsuit, adding pressure to the process.
Ultimately, they agreed to rescind the notices to quit, cancel the evictions, reinstate everyone's tenancies for at least 3 months.
A historic moment, according to Luke Milanakos Harrison. He's leading the tenant union movement across the state.
The tenant movement is on the rise the way that the labor movement was on the rise 100 years ago.
And he hopes this win sets an example for others.
There is actually an avenue for tenants to get their rights respected and their needs addressed through tenant unions.
Not only can we affect our individual landlords, but we can affect the whole landscape of renting in Connecticut.
Now, over the next 3 months, union members say they hope to go back to the negotiating table with their landlord, and they do hope to come to an agreement on things like rent prices, lease agreements, maintenance requests, and much, much more. Now, we have reached out to Ocean Management twice over the past 2 days, and we have not heard back. We're live here in New Haven tonight. Julia LeBlanc, Fox 61, Connecticut's news station.